Hi Sobat UNNES, how are you today? I hope you're doing great. So today I have a very special guest, an exclusive conversation with the founder of ARC Australia Consulting, Fourteena Dewi, MBA, MMIT. Welcome to In Conversation. UNNES in Conversation. Fourteena P. Dewi, MBA, MMIT, the founder of ARC Australia Consulting Pty Ltd, shares her experiences in the global business arena and strategic bid management in the air transport industry. Skillful in orchestrating winning strategy, Fourteena was trained in strategic bid management skills in Geneva, Switzerland. During her 25 years of experience, she has built and led countless virtual bid teams even long before the pandemic, winning countless bids and projects in the Asia-Pacific countries, Australia, India, Singapore, Japan, China, Taiwan, and many more. She observed flaws that cause the team's derailment and features that create team harmony that led them to great successes together. A professionally certified team coach who was educated in one of Australia's esteemed business schools, Macquarie Business School in Sydney, was also trained by world-class professors, including from Harvard Business School in Business Strategy and London Business School in Leadership. As a certified professional in P3O, Portfolio, Program, and Project Offices, she has an extensive understanding of every aspect of the project, its implementation, and how it creates value for and with all its stakeholders. As a certified team coach, she is a member of the Global Team Coaching Institute, GTCI. Fourteena, welcome to In Conversation. So how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, so how's UNNES?
UNNES, wow, I think it's a very beautiful place to be. It's the place that I think it must be full of inspirations if I were a student to study in UNNES.
Oh, thank you, Fourteena. Fourteena, you are the founder of ARC Australia Consulting. But before that, you worked for a global prominent company, one of the major players in the air transport industry, and you were at the peak of your career. What suddenly prompted you to leave the corporate world when you were at the peak of your career and found ARC Australia Consulting?
Well, it was not a sudden decision. In fact, it began in 2012 when I was in the middle of my career break. I met a new friend, overseas student from Indonesia in Sydney, and at that time, she was reviewing or considering a new business opportunity. Knowing that I have expertise in business strategy and had been involved in many business negotiations, she asked me if I could help reviewing her business agreement. And later on, she also knew that I have expertise in management practices, in leadership, and in understanding every aspect of a project. She asked me to help with her assignments. What follows was a remarkable revelation of my life's work journey, because she then asked my help on behalf of her flatmates who were also overseas students having difficulties with their assignments. So to respond to that request, I asked her to invite her friends to come to my place for a conversation. And one evening in October 2012, they came, 5 of them, including my new friend. And to my surprise, it was not their assignment at all. It was not about their assignment at all. It was about their aspiration to be a business professional. They did not know how to be one, and they lacked of confidence. They lacked of confidence is because they did not know what qualities they have, their strengths, their skills, and potential they had. So, to help them all together, I created a 5-week program. And what follows was amazing result. And as I said earlier, what follows was a remarkable revelation as well for my life. That at the end of that 5-week, Australia was born. And I found my vocation, helping others in my capacity as a consultant and professional coach. However, in every vocation needs to be tested and even discerned to see if it is a real call or just a fleeting excitement. After all, consulting role is not for everyone. It is an ever-thinking activity of work. It is not like a 9-to-5 sort of job.
How did you discern your vocation to be a professional coach and also consultant?
Well, it happened in the following year, in March 2013, I was asked to return to SITA. SITA is one of major players in the air transport industry. And previously, I worked for SITA for 16 years before I took my sabbatical in 2010. So it was an honor to be asked to come back to SITA as a consultant working 3 days a week. And then in 2014, I was offered by Amadeus to join its newly created business unit called Airport IT, to be its head of bid management for Asia Pacific and based in Singapore. And then in the middle of 2016, suddenly I was reminded of ARC Australia and my forgotten vocation as a consultant and professional coach. I felt that time I was outside myself. I felt very restless. And then the still small voice within me kept calling me back to ARC Australia. And the voice grew louder and clearer and make me even more restless. And then I knew that was the time for me to make a bold decision. So I left Amadeus at the end of 2016 and returned to Sydney, and I picked up where I have left off with ARC Australia. And if I were imagine ARC Australia is a boat or were a boat, I launched it into the deep in March 2017.
Talking about the ARC Australia Consulting, what kind of services you offer at ARC Australia Consulting?
Currently, ARC Australia is a team of 4, including myself. Each one of us has very unique skills, expertise, and experience. But our strength and uniqueness are built upon our collective capability in empowering team of teams through team coaching and building an organizational excellence through business strategy, management practices, leadership, and corporate governance. In a nutshell, people, culture, and process are our expertise.
Yeah, and then how does ARC Australia Consulting differentiate its services amidst consulting giants?
Well, that's a very good question, Sandy. What I can see, unlike these traditional consultants who usually come with their know-it-all attitude to tell their clients what the problems they have and offer solutions, and then the consulting engagement ends regardless whether they implement the solutions or not. ARC Australia journey with our clients to discover the potentials they have not reached. Although along the way, we may encounter problems, but we guide and help our clients to formulate solutions themselves. By doing so, we strengthening their own collective performance and capability. This type of engagement is very effective, especially when it comes to implementing the plans. Our clients' team of teams will be very engaged, and they will be responsible for delivering the best possible outcomes because they were involved in the very beginning. And best of all, the consulting engagement doesn't end because it only transfers to them. What's important is not what we gain, but what we give. That's what makes our work meaningful, and that's what makes us different.
Yeah. Fourteena, you said you launched your boat, Arc Australia, into the deep in 2017. Can you share what are the highlights so far?
Well, Arc Australia, we are still at the beginning of our journey. But what amazed me was Arc Australia has attracted 3 wonderful individuals who have outstanding qualities, expertise, and experiences, diverse experiences in the global business world. And Arc Australia is enriched by their presence. In Indonesia, since 2017, we have coached more than 50 young professionals from cross-functional teams through executive coaching. And we also consulting for a hospital in Karawang City. We helped and guided their clinical and non-clinical employees, instilled professionalism, broke down the silos, and inspired them to work as one. In 2022, in partnership with Mantrana Consulting from India, we provided pro bono services to one startup company in Jakarta and an NGO in New Delhi, India. And last year, in 2023, we helped an Indonesian company in Toronto to win 2 high-profile tenders for supplying professional IT resources to a Toronto Police Service, TPS, and the Canada Deposit Insurance Corporation, CDIC, competing against many big IT companies. So you see, Sandy, at the heart of what we do, either in coaching or in consulting, and in any industry we serve, are people. People are what we deeply care about. Today, it's the digital age. Companies may have advanced technologies, devise great business strategy, and attract great talents. However, unless these talents collaborate as one to develop their collective leadership and capability and use machines to achieve their common purposes to co-create greater beneficial value with and for all of their stakeholders, they will never achieve sustainable result. In the end, there is no happy ending in the long run.
Wow, that's amazing milestone, Fourteena. And I think I agree that actually people are the most pivotal elements in the organization.
That's right.
Yeah. So in academic setting, Fourteena, because I believe that you have a tremendous experience, more than 25 years in the corporate world, and now you are managing your own consulting firm, Arc Australia. So what advice would you give to younger generation, specifically to our students here at Universitas Negeri Semarang, UNNES, who feels lost, confused, or insecure about their career path in the future?
Well, I don't really think I'm very qualified to give anybody any advice, but what I can share is just a thought that we all are given the gift of learning. And with that, we should be able to learn anything. And well, probably sometimes it's never been easy, but when you learn, you fail, you get up. And you fail and you get up again, and never be afraid of what tomorrows may bring or the future bring. In fact, there is no path to the future more secure than of giving ourselves so wholeheartedly to do good works and in serving of others. I think that's all I can share, Sandy.
Fourteena, that was meaningful conversation. Thank you for your time, your experience, your knowledge, and also your wonderful journey that you shared today.
It's been great to be here, Sandy, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Sobat UNNES, thank you for joining us. See you in the next episode, and bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.